we started out, you know, at the beginning of the season, and you know, and we said, okay, we're going to try to do good this year, and so we just started beating everybody as we slowly going around, and we went to Junction and Sonora and various teams that we had not beaten in a long time. We were able to do so.
We toured a lot of the country back then in scheduling football, and we had some good teams. In 1950, we went all the way, and that was a good feeling on everybody's part.
Well, it was good. It was always good to win, you know. That was the winningest ball club that we had ever had, I suppose, at that time. And you felt good about getting to play, you know. And winning, you know, that doesn't build character, but you can do without character if you can win enough, you know.
My name is John Phillips. I grew up in Eldorado, Texas, played football there, and enjoyed every minute of it. Well, during that time, I started my freshman year and played 4 years, and I played tackle every year. They tried to run me at fullback, something like that once in a while, but I never did make that. But we had a good team. We had a lot of dedicated players, and that's what made it so much fun.
I'm Lynn Griffin and graduated from high school in Eldorado in 1954. Good years. If I were to play the way we played, I'd get benched, you know, or maybe kicked off the field. It was a little different kind of a game, but still I think it's better today than it was whenever I was going up, because there's so many injuries that happened then that are still a problem for the people. But the football was the good times, even though sometimes your nose would be awful swollen up, you know, and your teeth are hurting, but when you got over that, you was ready to do it again, you know. It's pretty habit for me.
My name is Jimmy Doyle. I played on the 1950 by-district regional football team. I was a freshman that year. And some of them older, like John Phillips and Truman Biggs and Glenn Biggs and various ones older than they carried the load. Myself and Lynn Griffin, we were the freshmen that made the team.
I can name off the ones that I thought was just the exception is Gerald Hicks. He was a gifted guy. From what I understand, he was a quarterback for Eldorado. When he graduated from high school, he went to Sol Ross and took the quarterback's position away from him. Quite an ordeal. He was real fine, but it wasn't just football, it was anything. He is a winner.
Well, Gerald Hicks was probably one of the best quarterbacks in the whole district, and H.E. Nixon was just fantastic. He could kick a ball from anywhere through the uprights, nearly on kickoff, and Gerald Hicks was just phenomenal. He could just spin around and hide the ball and hand off to somebody, and nobody would know where it was. And it was just, and that's what made it so good.
I don't have any detailed, you know, that's been a long time ago. and we enjoyed it. We never let them forget after that. And they didn't like being reminded, but you know, the Edens and the other teams that we played, Sonora and Menard, we took them for a cleaning every time we played them that year.
I was just talking to John there, and what impressed me more than anything, when we beat Eden and we were leaving on a Greyhound bus. And these people had little piles of rocks, and they sure did play a number to the bus, you know. And we were lucky to get out without not having knocks on our head, because they took it serious. They really did. But that's about all it was a hard game to win. There were several real good teams in our district, and of course it made it competitive, and it made it good, and it made a better player out of everybody, you know.
Pick up where we left off last week, returning these to the house. Eagles on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Well, of course, we're very proud of them. I would look for them to maybe break our record, and that would be great. They have the facilities to do it in, and they have the players to do it in. And so far this year, they're having a real good year.
Oh, it's fantastic. I think it's just great. I commend them. They're doing a wonderful job. They've put Eldorado on the map, and I hope some of them get to go to college ball or whatever, but I think they're doing a wonderful job.
You want to see them win as bad as you wanted yourself to win it. Maybe even more so. You see new staff are coming, and hopefully it will work for a few years, you know. You can't expect to win everything all the time, you know. And that's just the way it is.